Please have mercy. I do not have anything to offer.
Lies. You carry something special, or you bear a child in your womb.
At that moment, a sharp pain tore through her stomach. She fell to her knees, crying out in agony as the creature's laughter echoed through the air. Minutes passed, and then without another word, the creature tossed something to her. A pass. With that, it vanished. Olubimpe staggered to her feet, her heart heavy with sorrow. Though her clothes were stained, the pain in her stomach remained, a reminder of what had been taken from her. She encountered other spirits along the way, but with the path she had received, they let her through unharmed. Then, a gentle voice called from behind her.
My child.
Olubimpe whirled around and gasped. Before her stood a beautiful woman, radiant yet unearthly. Fear seized Olubimpe's heart. She had not met a single woman in this strange land.
I see that you are lost. The river you seek is right there.
She pointed to a spot in the distance. Olubimpe followed her gaze, but saw nothing, just more barren land. The woman smiled.
The water is asleep. You must wake it.
She taught Olubimpe an incantation and disappeared. Olubimpe's heart pounded. With trembling lips, she spoke the incantation. A strong wind howled, nearly knocking her off her feet. She stumbled and fell. As she lifted her gaze, she saw the ground before her transform into a flowing river. Then, a voice rose from the waters.
At your surface, young woman, why have you called me?
Olubimpe swallowed hard. I need some water. My village elders have requested it.
Very well. The gardener has already paid your fee.
With a shaking hand, she dipped her calabash into the water. As she turned to leave, the voice spoke again.
Do not look back until you leave this land. If you do, you shall die. The water must not spill, or your village will be turned into a forest.
Fear gripped her, but she nodded. She walked forward determined. Yet soon, she heard her name whispered behind her. Olubimpe! It sounded like her mother's voice. She bit her lip, resisting the urge to turn around. Then she heard another voice.
Olubimpe, my wife, why have you left me alone?
Tears welled in her eyes. Had Akoni followed her into the forest? Her heart ached. But just as she was about to turn, another voice rang out in front of her.
Are you truly going to turn? After sacrificing your boy child to save your land?
It was the guidance spirit she had met earlier. Tears streamed down her face. At last, she had reached the end of the forbidden land.
You are the first to enter and leave this place alive.
It landed her a small, black crystal ball.
It is a one-time use. Whatever you wish for shall come true instantly.
With gratitude, she accepted it. And with that, she crossed back into Ajin village. As Olubimpe crossed the boundary, a soft village breeze welcomed her. It was down in Ajin village, and the first light of the day crept across the land. Tears streamed down her face once more. She longed to see Akoni, but first, she had to deliver the water. She walked toward the village square, expecting a warm welcome. But to her surprise, the villagers only whispered as she passed. A sense of unease crept over her. Then she saw Abeni, her neighbor. She called out, Olubimpe, welcome back. Her voice wavered, thick with emotion. Olubimpe frowned. What happened? Have I gone for too long? Abeni's eyes filled with tears. She hesitated. Then she spoke. Olubimpe, a lot has happened while you were away. Tell me, Abeni, what is it? Abeni looked away, as if the words held too much to say.
Olubimpe, the village elders arranged a marriage between Abimbola and Akoni. He refused to, and he was beheaded.
Her knees buckled, but she caught herself. No, no, this cannot be. She grabbed the calabash and rushed to her hut. She ran through the village with all the strength in her body, calling his name. No one answered him. She busted into their hut. It was empty. She collapsed onto the ground. She had lost everything. She had lost the child in her womb, the love of her life, and now the village that betrayed her would pay. Her body trembled as she rose to her feet. With shaking hands, she lifted the calabash high above her head. People of Hajin, you have met your end. She smashed the calabash onto the ground. The sacred water spilled. Before our very eyes, the land transformed. The herders, the children, the women and the men all became trees. Every single soul in Naija village turned into a forest of sorrow. The wind howled through the new trees, their shape eerily human-like. And in the center of it all, Olubimbe stood, her chest rising and falling with rage breath. Her grief was too much to bear. She reached into her pouch and pulled out the small crystal ball the guardian had given her. She held it to her lips and whispered one last way, Akoni. Then she raised it high into the air. I, Olubimbe, today I become a rock. A blinding light enveloped her. When it faded, where Olubimbe once stood, there was now a great rock, forever rooted in the cursed land. To this day, the forest of Ajin remains untouched, and in the center of the forest, a lonely rock stands tall.